Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Matty here from Chill TCG, and today we have another Evolving Skies deck profile to take a look at. And this one I'm definitely really excited about. We're going a little bit far out there today, and we're going to be taking a look at the new Garbodor VMAX. It's super funny. A lot of you guys might be thinking, hey, this deck, this card, it's garbage. It's trash. You might be right. You're definitely right, actually. Just taking a look at this thing, he literally is a big pile of trash. But I think that the deck is fun, and it definitely has at least a little bit of potential. But let's get right into the list. We'll play some games with it. You know, sometimes when new set releases come out, not all the decks are going to be top tier, but that doesn't mean that we can't still cover them on the channel and have a good time. So, Garbodor, super funny. Garbodor V, 210 HP Dark type, retreat cost of 3, weak to fighting. So right off the bat, we have a little bit of a disadvantage being weak to fighting right now with a high retreat cost, but being dark, not that bad. I can help with that Shadow Rider matchup. We've got 2 attacks on the V here, Trash, Stench, Dark, Colorless, 40 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and during your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon cannot retreat. The next one is Sludge Bomb, 2 Dark and a Colorless, 130 damage. Quite a bad V card here. Definitely not going to be really utilizing the V. We're definitely going to want to try and evolve into the VMAX, which is what the deck is all about. 330 HP on the VMAX here. And it's got the really cool ability, Rubbish Collecting. And that reads that this Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to it. And if it does, or if it loses that ability, discard Pokemon tool cards from it until it only has 1. So you'll lose that ability with Path to the Peak or, you know, something like that comes into play. But having 2 Pokemon tool cards attached to it is actually quite funny. And we're going with a little bit more of a disruption route with some of the newer tool cards that have come to the game. We are going to be running the Inteleon Shady Dealings engine. We have 3 Sobbles. We have 3 Drizziles with Shady Dealings, and then we're running 2 of the Shady Dealings Inteleon and 1 of the Quick Shooting Inteleon. And we also have a Crobat thrown in here for some extra draw support. 17 Pokemon in total. I think that the Shady Dealings engine is specifically pretty good for Garbodor. There's definitely a couple key pieces that we like to kind of find. So this is, I guess, kind of the Pokemon lineup that I've found to be the most, I guess, advantageous, I guess, if you want to say that. We are running 4 Crushing Hammers, though. So like I said, this deck is going to be basically, you know, centered around disrupting our opponent while kind of chipping away with the damage. The attack, actually, I didn't read on Garbodor VMAX. So, Gmax Malador. Dark and a colorless, 120 damage, so not that much, but your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and they cannot retreat during your next turn. This is actually quite a good attack. The whole point here is to lock our opponent into the active spot with certain Pokemon, chip away at them with the damage and the poison, and then we have some of these funny tool cards so that if they attack us, some bad things happen to them. A lot of decks right now are running a high count of Air Balloon and a lower count of Switch. So for that reason, I actually do kind of like the attack. It kind of helps with the disruption factor of the deck. We're going to bring things up. We're going to start attacking stuff. The deck's just definitely going to be pretty annoying to deal with. The 4 Crushing Hammers, of course, going to hopefully slow down our opponent so we can set up quickly and start hitting for 120 a little bit, you know, get that damage rolling, hopefully early on, excuse me, in the game. In terms of Pokemon search, though, we have 2 Evolution Incense, we have 3 Level Ball because of the Shady Dealings engine, 2 Pokemon Communications, and 4 Quick Ball. We are also running 2 Capture Energies as well, so we want this deck to be consistent. We want to be able to set up as early as we possibly can, so running lots of Pokemon search. We do have quite a few Pokemon in the deck. Only running 2 Switch. Typically with a deck like this, we're going to hopefully just send up Garbodor VMAX, and we're not really going to want to, you know, like move anything else up in the active, right? So Switch, not super important, but you know, running 2 in the deck because sometimes it's needed. 2 Chaotic Swell, because like I said, Path to the Peak can be quite a bit annoying. It also helps with the disruption factor for the list. 2 Boss's Orders, 4 Marnies, again going high on that disruption value, and 2 Professor's Research. Now onto the tool cards. So Garbodor, you can attach two tool cards to it. So we're going to go with these 2 very disruptive tool cards. The first one going to be Rugged Helmet from Chilling Rain. And this reads that if the active Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and it's damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, you put an energy attached to that attacking Pokemon back into their hand. And that is actually pretty funny. We can stack multiple of these onto our Garbodor, so once they attack us, 2 of those energies go back into their hand. Definitely can be really funny, and like I said, with that Crushing Hammers, could be pretty relevant in some matchups, especially with decks that struggle with kind of accelerating energies rapidly. Running 3 of those, so we're running 4 of the Spirit Mask, but 3 of the Rugged Helmet, because we also have Crushing Hammers thrown in there as well. But we are running the new Spirit Mask. This came out in Evolving Skies. Partly the reason why I wanted to run it in Garbodor, because it's also a new card, but it's also pretty funny as well. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, just like Rugged Helmet, your opponent discards a card from their hand. So this is actually really funny. If we can get 2 of these on a Garbodor, and we can kind of get attacked twice, that's 4 cards they have to discard from their hand after they get Marnied, after we hit a bunch of Crushing Hammers. The card can be actually really, really funny to deal with. Yeah, I mean, this is an annoying deck. We're just trying to disrupt our opponent as most as we possibly can. Is this deck top tier? Like I said, probably not. Being fighting type, or dark type, being weak to fighting, low damage attack cost, and low damage in general. We're definitely going to struggle against things like Urshifu, which just happens to be kind of the best deck in the format. But hopefully we're going to just dodge the Urshifu. We could run a Mew in the deck, and I think a Mew could be fine. But overall, if you hit an Urshifu, you're probably not going to win. You just kind of have to realize that. But, you know, it could be funny either way. So let me know what you guys think of the deck list. Garbodor VMAX, it's definitely not as bad as some people think, but it definitely is a really, really funny deck, and I'm super, super excited to hop into some games. Hopefully we can get some good gameplay with Garbodor, and hopefully we can make some people rage. That's going to be kind of our main goal in this video, but let's get into some gameplay. Let's hop on the ladder. Let's have some fun. I really cannot wait. All right, guys, let's get into a ladder match here with Garbodor VMAX. Super excited. It's definitely a fun deck. Can be a bit of a struggle in some matchups for sure, but other matchups we can actually have quite a good time. We are going to be going first for sure. I think going first in this format is, for the most part, definitely advantageous. The hand is a little bit interesting. We would like to see an energy that we can attach turn 1 because we want to get that attack off. Unfortunately, though, no energy in our hand. Let's see if we can change that. Going first, though, no way to Crobat for more cards either, unfortunately. So let's see what we can make happen for next turn. If we top deck an energy, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we do not. We're going against, I believe, probably like an Urshifu deck. So could be better, could be worse, I suppose. I don't know if it actually could be worse, but we're going to pass without attaching, and unfortunately, not what we want to be doing with Garbodor here. Definitely not the goal at all. But hey, we got double Sobble on board. We got our Garbodor V in the active. We're gonna do our best here in this most likely Urshifu matchup. We are weak to fighting though, so that definitely would not be ideal for us, I think. What we could do though is hit some hammers. We could use the Rugged Helmet. Could be an interesting, I guess, strategy for the deck here. But hey, there goes the Rapid Strike energy, and he's gonna Marnie us. Okay. Let's see what we get Marnied into. Turn 1 Marnie, never the best, I think. Never, I guess, good for you. Okay, well, hey, we kind of got a lot of stuff in the hand that we might want. There's the double Crushing Hammers. Do we hit 1? We do right off the bat. Love to see it, actually. Definitely pretty funny. Let's attach to that energy, and then we're going to go ahead and Marnie. Drop him down to 4 cards. Maybe we draw him into a dead hand, you know? That could be kind of cool, I think. We would love to see that, I believe. Let's attach both of these bad boys to the Garbodor, and let's Crobat. Again, like I said, running Mew in the deck would help with the Urshifu matchup, and perhaps maybe it's best to run the Mew. You know, typically you kind of just take the L sometimes against Urshifu, and that's something that you kind of just have to deal with. We're going to grab a trainer card from our deck. Let's grab the Evolution Incense. Well, actually, let's grab Level Ball. We're going to evolve both of these Drizziles here just to get them up to Drizziles. And then we can go ahead and perhaps grab a card that might be a little bit advantageous for us next turn, like a draw card. So, yeah, I think for next turn, what do we want? I mean, maybe Marnie would be better than Research for next turn. We do have 3 energies in our hand, so I don't know if we really want to discard those. Yeah, let's just grab the Marnie. And you have a good deck. Thanks, my dude. I don't know how good my deck is, but it definitely is pretty funny. So I appreciate that. Oh, he's running the Sylveon. That's interesting. So this is going to be kind of a Rapid Strike toolbox deck. But I quite like that, actually. I think that's pretty cool. And the Cricketune comes down as well. So that's pretty funny. I don't know what else is in his hand, though. Could be kind of a bad hand. I don't know. No, it's probably not, though. So we're going to see the Quick Ball. He's going to get on his 0 cards a deck, and then he can Exciting Stage as well. I'm going to grab the Moltres. So the Sylveon, if it's a VMAX, will be doing a lot of damage to us, unfortunately, since, of course, he's got all these different types of Pokemon on his bench. I like the Cricketune, though, in this deck. Helps a lot, I think, with that whole Sylveon attack strategy. There's the Urshifu, though, and he does find the Air Balloon. Very unfortunate off the Exciting Draw for him, for me at least. Very good for him. But we are going to be putting that energy back into his hand, which is kind of funny, and he's going to have to discard a card from his hand. I don't know if he would be discarding the energy. I think that probably... Oh, he does discard the energy, which is kind of funny. I don't know if that was... So maybe he has 2 in his hand? I don't know. But let's put that Sobble down. We top deck another energy, so let's go ahead and just Marnie. And, okay. So kind of an interesting situation right now for us, I think. Yeah, let's put this Inteleon down. And I think what we want here is probably... He has 4 cards in his hand. Man. It's a tough world for us, you know what I'm saying? Against these Urshifus, it's always definitely tough. Let's grab Chaotic Swell. Well, actually, let's grab another Evolution Incense. Oh, why did I only grab 1? What am I doing? I have no idea anymore. Now we can grab, I believe... Do we want Quick Shooting or do we want Shady Dealings and Inteleon? Let's grab the Quick Shooting one. Because we have a Marnie in our hand. I don't know why I just grabbed 1 trainer card. It's early in the morning for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Kind of feeling a little bit hopeless in this matchup, probably either way. But let's start chipping away at something that we might be able to KO at some point. I guess that might be the Cricketune. Thing has the least amount of HP on here. And then we're going to G-Max Malador. So, unfortunately, like even a Gale Thrust here without any damage modifiers is going to get the KO on us. Because we're in a pretty bad spot in regards to that. But... you know what? Maybe he doesn't have the energy in his 5-card hand. I'm pretty, I expect that he definitely might. But, hey. Like I said, the Urshifu matchup, definitely not good for us. He does just have the research, though. So, most likely going to be finding the fighting energy through that research, I would think. Pretty confident that probably is something that he will be able to do. Or the Rapid Strike energy, but, either way. Pretty likely, I think, that happens. We're going to see the Dire Flame Wings on the Moltres. He discarded the Dark Energy. There's the Ribbon Badge. Do we see the Fighting Energy? His bench is full at this point. We actually see the Evolution Incense. You can't evolve that Remoraid because he played it this turn, so I don't know what he might be grabbing here with the Evolution Incense. Could be grabbing that Octillery. But I believe he played this Remoraid down this turn, right? Yeah, he does. So he actually has to pass. Hey, you know what? Definitely could be worse, I think, for us, for sure. Let's grab another VMAX with the Evolution Incense. No, not you. Actually, let's grab Drizzile. Do we have... Okay, so yeah. We can do this. Okay. We're going to grab 1 trainer card, because we only can grab 1. Other than that one time when we grabbed 1, when we could have grabbed 2. Yeah, that was definitely kind of rough, I think. Definitely a rough situation. A rough time for us. Let's have Incense for the other Garbodor VMAX. Let's evolve this bad boy here. And let's Marnie him back down to a couple cards. 4 cards exactly in his hand. No Crushing Hammers, anything like that. So it looks like we're just going to have to G-Max Malador yet again. But we can kind of Quick Shooting, I think, the active. Hold on, let's do some math. Yeah, let's just hit the active. I'm going to try to get this thing close enough to getting KO'd as we possibly can. Again, I don't think he's going to be able to retreat out. So unless he has Switch... in his hand, which he definitely could just have a normal straight-up Switch card in his hand. But we're going to try to go through this Urshifu and get the KO, and then after that, might be a little bit easier for us to deal with some stuff. He's actually going to Escape Rope us. Interesting play. Let's give him this Inteleon. That's tough, though, for us, right? Because he's 2 Quick Shooting pings away from getting the KO. Puts the Tower of Waters down. He's not going to be able to attack with the Sylveon for a little while, though. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on this game. I think the Marnie was actually quite good for us. I think it kind of drew him into a difficult hand. We got rid of that Octillery, so we'll see. Hopefully he kind of has to pass here. I don't know exactly what might go on this turn. We're kind of just barely getting away with stuff at this point, but you know, sometimes it'd be like that. Now we have both switches in our deck as well, so that could be pretty good. We have three Crushing Hammers still in the deck. Our hand is actually pretty good. I don't know what he's waiting for at this point. He might be like, am I really losing to Garbodor? I don't know. Maybe you are, dude, to be honest with you. Okay. We'll just wait for him here. We'll wait for him, and we'll see. He attaches the Rapid Strike energy to the Sylveon, and now he's going to energy switch the Dark energy on. So he's going to choose to get the KO on the Inteleon here, the Shady Dealings Inteleon. Could he be grabbing a boss? Did he just draw a boss off that? That would be really bad for us. Definitely wouldn't be great, I think, for us. But, hey. We'll see. You know, we'll see what he does. Okay, so he actually researches here. Gets rid of a couple more Sylveons. So, yeah, he's just going to take the KO. Okay. He's taking one prize card there. But, you know, I think we're still in kind of an okay position. You know, we can kind of slowly chip through this Sylveon. And I think that would be pretty good for us. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this first. The Crushing Hammer is actually kind of nice. Tails is not nice, though, unfortunately. Sometimes that just happens, though. You know, what are you going to really do? Let's thin out some of these cards in the deck, and we're going to go ahead and end our turn with the research. Okay. Well, this Crushing Hammer's hit. It does, so that's kind of cool, actually. Let's discard that Rapid Strike energy. Let's put Rugged Helmet on the active, and let's quick shooting the Urshifu here. And now I think that what we have to do, we can actually just attach this to this Crobat. I think that's probably the best play. And now we're just going to try to chip away at the Sylveon. Unfortunately, though, this Sylveon is only going to be worth 2 prize cards, you know? And that's definitely not ideal. How many Rapid Strike energy is he down? He's only down 2, so he probably has one in his hand. Or he probably has a Remoraid to find Rapid Strike energy. So he could get a lot of damage off on us, right? So he's doing 70 plus 30 more, so quite a bit of damage. I think he's doing like 220 damage here. Or I don't know. Like maybe 190, maybe 200. Math is hard, if I'm being 100% honest. But we're playing Garbodor VMAX. We're having a great time. We're playing maybe one of our worst matchups, if I'm being honest. But we're doing our best. And he actually can't retreat because of our attack, and he is poisoned. Definitely just a very interesting situation for us to be in. He actually passes. I don't know what that was. Yeah, okay. Hey, listen, we got the win with Garbodor. All right, things kind of worked out a little bit in our favor. The Marnies were sticking. He probably drew a little bit bad there. But you know what? Hey, we'll take the win. Garbodor VMAX just beat Urshifu. So, hey, you know what? Things are pretty funny sometimes. And you know what? I'm happy with it. Let's try to get one more game for the video. Yeah, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for Garbodor VMAX. All right, let's get into game number 2. All right, let's get into another match here with Garbodor VMAX. We might not be as lucky as we were the last game, but Garbodor VMAX, you know, I'm sure our opponent at that last game was probably just raging super hard. But Garbodor can't do that to you. You know what I mean? That's kind of what he does best. Let's flip tails. We actually won that coin flip, so let's go first yet again. I really do like Garbodor. I mean, I think it's funny, and at the very least, definitely a good time, you know? The hand here is a little bit interesting, but you know what? We do have a Sobble we can calm for the Garbodor V and attach, and I think that puts us in a kind of an okay situation. Here's Ice Rider. Let's put that Swell into play, like, immediately. Just straight up immediately. We're going to calm away the VMAX. Let's grab ourselves a Garbodor V. And let's attach a Rugged Helmet to it. I think, well, actually, Rugged Helmet's not good in this matchup, because whenever he attacks us, he's going to be discarding the energy anyway. But I guess we can just attach that to the Sobble. We want Cursed Mask on our Garbodors, though. That's exactly what we're going to want. And actually, it could be really good, Cursed Mask. But yeah, Rugged Helmet not going to do anything against Ice Rider, because, of course, he will be discarding those energies when he attacks us. So, you know, Rugged Helmet probably not going to do very much here in the matchup. He's going to get an energy on his own Ice Rider, and he's going to get his Sobble down. Definitely not a bad situation for him here. Hopefully we draw something good off the Marnie. I should check my prize cards, see if we have Crobat in deck, Boss in deck, things like that. That would be pretty good for us here in the matchup. Things that would be pretty important. Getting a Chaotic Swell early off might be good as well because Path to the Peak, definitely not a card that we really want to deal with. But yeah, let's see what our opponent can do here. If we hit this Crushing Hammers, that also could be pretty beneficial. Hammers doesn't do too much against Ice Rider. They can do like the attach Melanie combo and get 2 on in 1 turn. He's just going to pass for us there. We'd love to see it. Okay, so here's the question. Do we Quick Ball away that Hammer so we can Crobat and then Marnie? I think that's actually going to be our best play. Prize Crobat yet again. So actually not our best play, unfortunately. You hate to see it. You really do hate to see it. This is why you check your prize cards. I always forget, though, because I'm just an absolute ding-dong. But we can, of course, get some other stuff rolling here, I think. Let's attach the Spirit Mask to the Garbodor. Yeah, man, no Crobat here is definitely really bad for us. Let's evolve this Drizzile. Having a card in here to grab an energy in the deck might be also really, really good. Something to kind of just to think of, maybe like an energy search or spinner or something like that. We can bench this Garbodor, I think. Let's Evolution Incense. And I think what we're going to do is just grab the VMAX. No attack off this turn, but if we do hit the Crushing Hammer, that could be pretty good for us. We do not hit it, so unfortunately, hey, that's kind of how things go for us. We haven't hit our hammers very well this game, and we also prized Crobat both games as well, I think, which is just not very good. But, hey, you know, you can't win them all. He's going to get down that old Blizzard Rondo Fleet-Footed Suicune. Very cool card. Does find the VMAX as well, and does he have a way to, like, Drizzile to find some more cards? What's his last card in deck? Is it just like a research? It's a Level Ball, yeah. This guy's hand is broken. He's got all the cards. He's got everything he needs. In fact, though, I will say the fact that we didn't hit that Crushing Hammers is actually very bad for us. Very unfortunate, actually. That Crushing Hammer would have been massive. And if we didn't have Crobat prized, that also would have been massive for that turn. But that's what happens when you play one-ofs of your draw support Pokemon. You always prize them, or you start with them. We should have known, because we didn't start with it, that it was probably prized. But, hey, you know, you live and you learn. We'll see if we can squeak away. Ice Rider, one of the most powerful decks in the format. Definitely one of the best decks in our game right now. But we're just a sad little Garbodor trying to make our way in the world. Trying to just make something happen in these matchups that never seem to be too great. But hey, we love Garbodor. Also, probably one of the cheaper cards right now to be trading for. So if you wanted to play kind of a deck that you could squeak out some funny wins with, Garbodor, probably a pretty affordable card as far as some decks go right now. Definitely, and he's really funny looking too. Look at that mouth. Okay, so he's gonna grab the. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what he's doing right now. He's kind of just taking his time. Over here, just super curious. He passes, though. Okay, I'm really confused at this point. I don't know what's going on anymore, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Okay. Well, well, okay. So we can do some things here. We can do some things. Let's Evolution Incense, because I want to grab my Inteleon right off the bat. And I actually want to grab Switch, I think. And I want to grab... Do we go with the Hammer, though? Or do we go with another Cursed Mask? I'm kind of feeling the Hammer play, if I'm being honest. Could be funny. We have Marnie in hand. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't know what happened. I don't know why our opponent passed last turn. We missed the Hammerheads, though. Like, I mean, of course we do, you know? What else can you really do with that? Let's attach the Rugged Helmet to the Sobble, because like I said, it's not really going to be super useful. Now we can just kind of get some damage off, I suppose, on our Ice Rider friend here. Hopefully he didn't, like, disconnect. I don't know. Last turn was a little bit suspicious. I don't know what happened there, unfortunately. But maybe he just didn't have... I don't know. Maybe he's not even here still. Maybe this man just not is... Maybe he's just not here right now, and we're just playing against an opponent that... disconnected or something of the such. Okay, here he's back. We're going to see the quick shooting Inteleon. A little bit rough for us, for sure. Quick shooting. Scary for sure. But, hey, you know, we can make some stuff happen, I think. We can do some things here. Okay, and there's the other Drizzile. Okay. So he's kind of rolling. We are going to see that Shady Dealings from him come out. Maybe he just doesn't have the energy at the moment. Yeah, so he's definitely grabbing Capacious Bucket because I think last turn he just didn't have the energy. Might have been a misplay last turn on his part, who knows. But this turn he's going to get off a nice ride, or I guess Max Lance for 250 on us. Could be better, could be worse. He's actually going to target this benched Garbodor as well. And I do kind of like that play on his part. You know, I think that's kind of a cool play. Okay. We don't see a second Ice Rider for him yet. He might be putting that down like right now. He's actually going to boss this thing up and attack it. Definitely an interesting play. He definitely, I guess, doesn't want to have to deal with the Cursed Mask. Or the Spirit Mask, sorry. And getting some early damage off on this Garbodor could be pretty good for him. You know, then he can kind of quickly, over time, quick shooting it down. And end up getting the KO at some point. You know what I mean? That could be definitely a really good play for him. We need to find our other switch, though, to get out of the active. He actually hits us with Ride of the High King. Maybe he doesn't want to discard the energy at the moment, which is just overall a very interesting play, I think. Okay, so let's attach to the active. I guess at this point we can Rugged Helmet to him. And now we're going to Marnie. We would like to find Drizzile so we can find Switch or something like that. We do, actually, which is pretty good. And I think we're just going to go ahead and attack. I think that's going to be our best play. That's probably just going to be our best play. Yeah, let's grab a trainer card. Let's grab the old Switch here. And let's switch into our good friend Garbodor VMAX. Do we want to bench this thing, though? I just don't know if it's actually really advantageous for us to do that. Let's get some more damage off here. He's one more attack away from getting KO'd, which is kind of cool. We do like to see that. We might be able to do some cheeky play as well, where we can boss. If we have another quick shooting Inteleon, then we can slowly whittle this thing down on the bench, and we can get something stuck in the active spot. Might be a little bit difficult for us to do that, for sure, right? But, hey, you never know. Anything is possible. We would have to quick shooting this thing 3 times, and I just don't know if we actually even have that much time left, if I'm being 100% honest with you. There comes the second Ice Rider, so definitely going to be good for him to start setting this thing up for sure. We're down 3 hammers, and I don't think we've hit any of them, though. I think maybe we discarded 1 and we missed 2. Hitting hammers, though, really makes a lot of matchups so much better. He attaches to the Suicune, actually, instead of the other Ice Rider, which is interesting. But, hey, probably a fine play, all things considered. We're going to see another Shady Dealings come out. What could he be grabbing? He might be grabbing the old Boss's Orders yet again, I think. Might be a decent play on his part. He actually grabs the Marnie. I don't know if I actually hate the Marnie play here. We'll see what we draw into. Another Inteleon could be really, really good. Okay. Sure. Why not? You know? Why not? Yeah, we're in a really strange situation right now. This deck seems to just be really funny. It always puts you in really awkward situations, like just really tough spots, like all the time. Doing 120 damage with Garbodor just isn't great, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know. Yeah, he's just going to actually... So now he's going to go with the Max Lance here. And gets us pretty close to... we're 60 away from getting knocked out here. And now that he did take that poison... I would like to do a Boss's Orders play here, but unfortunately, just not going to happen. So we're going to have to actually attack the active to get the KO. But, you know, I suppose it could be worse. You know, things could be worse. Umbreon VMAX actually could be pretty good in this deck, now that I think about it. Would be very, very interesting, I think. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Let's Spirit Mask the active. And is there anything we really want to grab with this Inteleon? You know, that's kind of the question. Yeah, let's grab Quick Shooting, I think, or let's evolve into Quick Shooting. I think that's going to be the best play here. But what do we want to target with the Quick Shooting? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's our best target here? Is it the Suicune because it has the energy, or would it be this because we want to go through another... you know, I'm actually going to Quick Shooting this guy. Because I'm going to hope that we draw Boss's Orders and stuff, perhaps. or Crobat and stuff off the prize cards. Let's just go ahead and take the KO, I suppose. You know, let's just do that. And what do we take off the prize cards? Crushing Hammer could be pretty good. The Drizzile is definitely really good for us, and the Capture Energy. Okay. So a very interesting hand, actually. I really do want to do a Boss Sorters play here. He's going to KO with the Suicune, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad play for him at all. He's going to take 3 prize cards. We don't really have another Marnie, I don't think, to drop his hand down. So I think we might be doing a boss play where we're going to maybe boss up the Ice Rider, and maybe try to just take a... I don't know. We'll see how much the Suicune's doing for damage. I don't know if it's doing 210 damage. I don't think it is. We'd be in a kind of a tricky situation, but kind of a close game, at least. Even if we don't win this, I'll probably just put it in the video, just so you guys can see how Garbodor is. I don't know. And again, I'm probably not playing it super correctly. You guys can just let me know. These are all decks that I have very little experience with, and that can sometimes result in some very iffy gameplay. But if you guys are watching this and you're like, oh, I see a bunch of different routes or a bunch of different games where, or a bunch of plays where you definitely could have had yourself an advantage, then maybe you might be more interested in actually playing Garbodor. And again, these videos are a lot less about me showing you, super high level perfect gameplay, and more so about showcasing a deck that you guys might think is fun. He's gonna grab the Boss's Orders and the Evolution Incense, so he's gonna go ahead and perhaps get another quick shooting down. And that would be really bad for us. Yeah. So he's actually in a really good spot now, I think. I think he is in definitely a good spot. Puts us in definitely an awkward position. He can't KO the Garbodor yet, but he's actually going to boss up the other Garbodor, I think, to hit it. Yeah. And I really do like his plays right now. I like what he's doing. I think it's definitely really smart. He's going to double quick shooting these guys here. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I think this is actually a really smart play on his part. I think he's doing everything very correctly. He's going to Blizzard Rondo. That does 180 damage. Okay, so now he has, game on board, I think. I don't know if there's anything that we can really do at this point. What we could do, I suppose, is KO one of those quick shooting Inteleons, and then that technically gives us the option of winning this game. Perhaps. Maybe not. We'll have to see here. But let's think here. So, we're going to have to KO one of the quick shooting Inteleons. But I think we need to keep... Well, to do that, we actually need to snipe one. I think. So, let's do that. And this should KO with the poison. But after this, I don't know what we can do other than boss again and KO the other quick shooting Inteleon. But if he has if he has one energy, he can just pierce with Calyrex, and then we lose, I think. So, yeah, that's probably exactly what he's going to do, and unfortunately, that is going to be the game. Outplayed by Ice Rider, but unfortunately, listen, the matchup's just not very great. Garbodor isn't very great in its own right, but definitely a funny deck, and I'm happy that I was able to kind of show you at least something, something that we could do with Garbodor here. It's a really fun deck. I mean, it is. Is it that good? Probably not. Are there other ways to build it? Probably. Probably better ways to build Garbodor, but I liked Spirit Mask. It's a new card. It was kind of funny. But, guys, let me know what you guys think of Garbodor. Definitely kind of like a meme deck. I tried my best in this video, but definitely don't take it too seriously. The deck definitely isn't that great, but that doesn't mean I can't make a funny video and showcase you a funny list. It's also a new card, so you know what? Why not? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Matty from ChillTCG. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. We're going to be covering more Evolving Skies deck lists in the upcoming days, and we might be doing a bunch of post-rotation content as well. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You guys have a great day. I've been Matty from ChillTCG. And comment below what deck you would like me to go and talk about next. And what is your favorite deck from Evolving Skies? I would love to know. But don't forget to like the video and stay tuned for future ones. You guys have a great day. I've been Matty from ChillTCG. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.